Okay, so this is for class. Too bad we ruined what was already happening. You should do that, what you're doing though. Go for it. Random facts about NewGrange. Built around 3200 BCE, NewGrange is located in Ireland 1 kilometer north of the Boyne River. It is part of the UNESCO World Heritage Site, also including Noth and Doth, if I'm pronouncing those correctly, called Brú na Boyne, Archaeological Ensemble of the Bend of the Boyne. Alright, so let's talk Jules Verne's favorites. Dimensions: 76 meters across and 12 meters high. NewGrange is a monolith, built mostly out of layered earth and stone. NewGrange contains a single passage approximately 19 meters in length, at the end of which is a single corbel vault. And 3 small chambers shooting off from the central chamber, much like an apse and small transepts at the crossing in a basilica. The walls of the passageway are comprised of large stone slabs approximately 1.5 meters in height, with 22 in the western wall and 21 in the eastern wall. Some of these stones contain spiral art typical to the time and even have carvings on sides of the rock built into the structure, which were obviously only discovered while the archaeologists were fooling around, rearranging the furniture and such. The perimeter of the mound is encircled by standing stones, which seem to have been added centuries later during the Bronze Age, long after the original monument had been abandoned. Near the entrance of NewGrange, 17 hearths have been discovered that were used to set fires, but there is no smoke accumulation apparent on the ceiling of the passageway within NewGrange. I ran out of fucking brain power.
You were being an administrator.
I was being an administrator, is that what you said? We were administrating class. Okay. Little is known of the people who built NewGrange. We don't know any of their names, what food they liked, or how high they could jump, but coming to Ireland 2,000 years before the Celts, the Neolithic people of the time were farming types and brought techniques of farming and herding with them all the way from the Middle East and the Levant. Bringing agriculture to a region at this time meant they had little or no seasonal knowledge regarding when to plant and harvest. Perhaps to remedy this is why NewGrange was built. For 17 minutes on the winter solstice, light penetrates through the roof box. This is like rectangular cutout above the entryway to NewGrange's passage. Light passes through that roof box and down the passageway, touches the floor in the chamber at the very back. Arguably this could be a coincidence, but also considering the fact that they did build NewGrange for some reason, I think one can safely argue this is no happy accident. They used the compass application on their iPhones to, within a few degrees of accuracy, orient NewGrange thusly, so the light would pass through the roof box and down the passageway. How did they keep them charged? Those iPhones I'm talking about? Solar panels. Ha ha ha. Everything was off the grid back then. Did you know in the winter, snow will leave a void in the shape of a perfect smiley face on top of the mound? Incredibly, that which I just told you is entirely untrue. Apple pie out of this bowl. These are the words of Professor O'Kelly, who rediscovered the sunlight phenomenon on December 21st, the winter solstice, in 1967. At exactly 8.54 hours GMT, I'm assuming that's, like General Mountain Time or something, the top edge of the ball of the sun appeared above the local horizon at 8.58 hours. The first pencil of direct sunlight shone through the roof box and along the passage to reach across the chamber floor as far as the front edge of the basin stone in the end recess. The basin stone is this flat stone, kind of like a bird bath. As the thin line of light widened to a 17-centimeter band and swung across the chamber floor, the tomb was dramatically illuminated, and various details of the side and end recesses could be clearly seen in the light reflected from the floor. At 9.09 hours, the 17-centimeter band of light began to narrow again, and at exactly 9.15 hours, the direct beam was cut off from the tomb. For 17 minutes, therefore, at sunrise on the shortest day of the year, direct sunlight can enter NewGrange, not through the doorway, but through the specially contrived slit that lies under the roof box at the outer end of the passage roof.
It's like G major, B flat, so it's like a G major 7, I think. And then it's like C major add 9, which is just add this bitch up here, yeah. That's A minor, and then D major. It's like just real cheesy for the rest of the time. Until you feel like it's ready to start over again. Sorry, it's being chaotic.
Okay, alright, so I'm going to talk about the tri-spiral now, because my friend Blue N, whose hands did the majority of the construction, whereas mine lent heavily to the destruction, is from Brittany and in France, and this is the origin of their symbol, the Triskel. The Celts, the Sicilians, and many other people, including the Celts in Britain, over the centuries have used one variation or other of the tri-spiral as their symbol of power. Blue N's mother gave her the small medallion at the center of the Smarty creation prior to her coming to the States earlier this year. Unfortunately, I filmed the tri-spiral creation before I wrote the script, so I didn't really time the Earth, Wind, and Fire thing. Oh, yeah. Hang on. Damn. In Brittany, each spiral represents a different core element: earth, wind, and fire. The surrounding circle represents air, which I didn't draw because tri-spirals didn't have it, but the Triskel does, I guess. So those are just interesting correlating facts. Okay, so I guess I should have practiced first. The majority of this video and my friends and my efforts have been exhausted on a pretty big failure. Had we the patience to create a corbel vault of that size with Smarties, the world probably would have ended then and there, and I would never be presenting this to you cats. I apologize for any swearing you had to deal with throughout the ordeal that this video truly is.
Inflammatory statements from above. Let this image defile your mind. From the maw of a pig with its legs spread.
peanut butter and jelly until it's dead.